I would like to bring on Kyle Zagrodzky. Kyle, are you there, and can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Thank you, Andy. I can hear you just fine. Welcome, everybody, to the new iCamp Vol2.
Excellent. And Kyle, thanks so much for allowing us the opportunity to do these, and especially for moving into some of these new areas. I know that beginning with this iCamp and subsequent iCamps, we're going to begin doing a lot more of talking with fellow franchise owners so that we can get some of the ideas of things that they're doing and what make them tick. Kyle, I know you got some interesting things to share with us, including a book recommendation, so really appreciate the opportunity to be doing these.
Sure thing. I do too, and I'm looking forward to it as well. Let's get started.
Okay, well, the very first thing is we got some quick reader mail. We did have some great response to the last iCamp, and I want to read you a quick letter here. This is Tina from Delaware. She says, "Hi, I just watched last week's recorded iCamp and really appreciate another perspective on the launch of the Curves OS. Not sure I'm ready to make the jump when iGoFigure has been so good to me. Also, hadn't even thought of all the Big Brother applications of inviting CI into my club on a 24/7 basis. Thank you." Signed, Tina in Delaware.
Well, thank you very much, Tina. We really appreciate the letter. You know, we received hundreds of letters very similar to that one, and there's really no sense of beating a dead horse. You really summed it up, Tina, and hit the nail on the head with that comment. So we really do appreciate it, and certainly we think you guys need to be very careful in the handling of your data, who you turn it over, and always ask questions and get confirmation in writing as to how that data is going to be handled, because ultimately it is your responsibility to protect the privacy and rights of your members. And with data protection laws these days, you never really know what that can mean to you ultimately for turning over that data voluntarily. So well put.
All right. Well, Kyle, let's get over onto a few of the topics that we're going to discuss. One of the very first things that's on the list that we've promised people is door access. I know that sounds a little bit mysterious as a title. Not a lot of people know what it is. We've told them it's a way that they can increase their profits, increase their membership, and it's primarily by increasing access to their club, even on an unstaffed basis. Let's begin to take some of the mystery out of this door access. Obviously, you can't get into a club if you don't have access to the door. So explain to us what door access even is.
First of all, we recommend that you do have a door to your facility. That's first and foremost. Without doors, this system doesn't work at all. But seriously, what door access is, it is essentially an electronic lock onto your door. It integrates to your GoFigure software, so active memberships will unlock the door with a key tag scan, and inactive or medical hold or collection memberships won't.
Whoa, wait a second, Kyle. Now, you know, right there it's a little confusing because normally people are inside the door before they scan their key tag. So how's that going to do them any good?
Thanks. All right, Andy. He's helping me out here. Yeah, you'll have a scanner outside your door so that they can scan, and then it will unlock the door. So, well, thank you, Andy.
Nice.
And simply it unlocks the door and lets them in. Now, the great thing about it is some people said, gee, does that allow for 24-hour door access? Yes, it does. Does it allow you to have limited hours if you don't want 24-hour access? Absolutely. You could have limited hours. So if you wanted to be 24/7, you could, or you could be from 5 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. 7 days a week. You have complete control over that with the GoFigure system.
And you know that external door key tag reader is very nice. It's not like you got a barcode scanner just sitting out there and some guy goes, "Oh, cool, free barcode scanner," who rips the wires and walks off. It's a really nice barcode scanner. It's actually a swiper kind of a reader, not a barcode scanner that sits on a stand. And it's just a discrete little unit that bolts to the wall, kind of like any card access control that you see. And people can use their regular GoFigure key tags. They just scan it in that little deal, and it reads it, and the iGoFigure software unlocks the door for them.
That's right. And you know what? We're really excited about this because we didn't design the feature initially for Curves. The health and fitness community has been making a shift towards door access facilities. We see that with the growth of the Snap franchises and Anytime Fitness, and there are others out there. We actually designed that feature to be competitive within the industry. And by accident, a Curves owner stumbled on our website through a Google search when they were looking for door access systems and saw that the software he was already using had that feature in it and started using it. Now, he had great results with his facilities, meaning that he retained more members because there were certain members that were wanting to come in at different hours, and now they had that. And he actually added more members that he would have lost to another facility who had different hours or more expanded hours than his. then decided to stay at his facility or join at his facility. So he saw an immediate cash influx from it. He owns several locations, tried it in one, and within 30 days, he immediately saw the difference and added it to all of his facilities. He's just been a great cheerleader of it. Now, the good news is a lot of other club owners have added it as well. And so, unlike just being a new thing out there for you guys to decide, gee, whether or not I should get involved with this or not, now there's a lot of case study out there, real case scenarios of clubs actually using this system and all benefiting from it. We're really excited about it because not only has this system was something that we've designed originally, but now through the grapevine, and our grapevine's pretty reliable, as that Curves International is endorsing this system and will do so at the convention. You guys need to check that out for yourself, but from what we understand, that they are going to endorse this at the system. We're really happy that they're deciding to follow our lead on this. Because we think that it will save many clubs from closing, and had it been adopted earlier, probably would have saved many that had closed this past year. And one of the things that's supposed to come out at the convention, Andy, is that it's been rumored that Curves wants you to have the ability to keep certain members out of your club. So if there may be some kind of certification they have to pass before they're permitted to come in the club, or if they have some kind of medical condition that you wouldn't want them to be in your club without your supervision, that you would want to keep certain members out. We think that's a good idea, and we're going to add that feature. If CI or insurance companies come up with any type of requirement that the system needs to have for you to be compliant, then by all means we'll add those features for you guys.
Well, that's great. And, it's really amazing how times change. Some 10, 15 years ago, when Curves set their set hours and said, stick to these hours. And, occasionally, and you were telling me this, Kyle, you've owned 9 Curves, you might lose a member or two, but by and large, when a member was being reluctant about working out in the hours that you were established, you would just have a little talk with her, you'd explain why the hours are, and more often than not, they would kind of get with the program and they'd come in during those hours. But my, how the world has changed in the last 10 to 15 years. We truly are a 24-hour society today. And it really might not be a matter of a member who just doesn't want to get with the program. Some people, just because of their job situation, life situation, whatever, shift workers, factory workers, nurses, doctors, firefighters, police officers, people who are on telecommute, work on the internet, they might even have their office in a different time zone. They just need to be able to work out early in the morning, late in the evening, whatever time you might otherwise normally not be open. And this system now allows for that, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that's right, Andy. And one of the things that's really great about it is because you can expand your hours without having to add staff hours. See, in the old days, I call them old days, and it really wasn't that old. A few years ago, when we lost a member because our hours didn't accommodate their need to work out at a particular time, we could just let it go and not really think twice about it. I never liked letting a member not join because our hours weren't sufficient. But the 1 or 2 members here never really would justify adding additional staff hours. Now you could simply be open all those hours. If somebody comes in and says, gee, I really want to come in and work out at 3 p.m. or I can't work out unless you guys are open at 5 a.m., now without a second's thought, you could say, well, gee, our door access system was only set for 5:30, but I'll just go ahead and set it for 5 a.m. Now you can come work out at 5. Will you join then? You made the decision to add an additional 30 minutes to your club every day, and the cost was zero to you to do so. Once the door system is in there, you can expand the hours to whatever you think is reasonable, given the area you live in, and you, of course, take that into consideration. What are reasonable hours for your time zone? Perhaps you just say, look, we're going to be from 8 to 8 every day. I don't know. I mean, it's your call. But I remember when we opened up our Curves, the Curves prescribed hours for many years was 9 to 12 and 4 to 7, Monday through Friday. And I don't think I ever met a Curves owner that actually kept those hours and stayed in business. We all had to expand them. Those hours could not accommodate our morning crew that wanted to come in. The 4 to 7 more so, but not so much the 9 a.m. So being able to add the extended hours and then either constrict our staff hours a bit is a huge benefit.
Excellent. Well, good. So, that's already available from Go Figure. You can go onto our website or give us a call, talk to our sales department. They'll tell you a little bit more about door access. It's a low one-time cost to get everything set up. And after that, it really just pays for itself because, again, you can expand your hours without increasing your staff costs. And then the biggest benefit of that is in better retaining your members and hopefully getting other members who would otherwise, quite frankly, would have gone to the competition because they have those extended hours. So,
right.
Excellent. And like I said,
so Andy put together a nice document on our website called Industry Best Practices for Door Access. And he in there talks about just everything. And these weren't just his ideas, but he compiled a list of what different club owners were doing in terms of insurance and the lockbox for I don't know what you call that lockbox for a key for fire department or whatever outside your facility, and different types of security systems and cameras to put on the on your club. And the investment to do so is really small considering what you get back, and you get back so quickly. So I'm really happy for you guys that you can now add this feature to your facility. And again, it may not be for everybody, but it certainly is the right thing for many locations. And if you're one of those locations, then by all means take advantage of that, because it could be the very thing that adds money to your pocket when you desperately need it, like these times we're living in now.
Yeah, really exciting to hear that it's looking like, anyway, from what we hear, that Curves is going to approve, unattended access through an electronic door lock system. That's great if they do that. We hear that they will. And again, whatever requirements may come forth in terms of restricting access to that unstaffed hours to certain members, whatever it is, GoFigure's already compliant or will be compliant, because we'll make the software that way. So if you wish to continue to use iGoFigure and you want to use the door access system, you'll be able to do that for whatever stipulations and regulations are in place to use it.